my marriage. Abby, oh my gosh, you and your husband, you have a perfect marriage, you have happy home, I love the relationship between you and your husband, you guys are so romantic, all of that goodness. What's up guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about how to have a happy marriage and how to make your marriage work. If you are in a marriage and you're struggling to have a very balanced and happy marriage, this video is for you. First, I'm gonna apologize for how I sound. You guys can tell your girl is sick, and I've been sick for quite like a week now, and it's a serious cold. I'm fine, but it's still there. It's just struggling to go. It's not going. Like, you can still tell from my voice, I'm still very congested. So pardon me for my voice. It's around Valentine's time, and these are the questions that I get all the time, especially on my family channel. Hubby, how do you build a relationship between you and your husband? A lot of people come and ask, I love the relationship between you and your husband, you guys are perfect couples, you guys are in love, all of that stuff. And I usually say thank you, but it's not easy. I'm gonna be honest, it's not easy, but I'm gonna be giving you guys my tips on how I have built a very strong relationship, marriage with my husband. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell on the side so it will let you know when I upload videos. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you're not following me on my vlog channel, I'm gonna leave it down below. Please go follow me on there. I'm gonna share with you guys my tips, how I have, I'm not gonna say I have a happy home, but at least I'm happy in my marriage, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. I was talking to a colleague of mine at work the other day, and she didn't know I was married, and she was like, oh Abby, is that a marriage ring? And I was like, yeah, that's my marriage ring, that's my wedding band. And she's like, you're married? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, got it girl, high five, and all of that stuff. It's like, are you married too? She's like, yeah, I'm married. And the question that came out from my mouth was, are you happy in your marriage? It was like, what do you mean happy? She kept telling me to break it down, what I mean by that. So I said, like, okay, the simplest example I can give is, when you leave work and you go home, are you happy going home to see your man? You know, to see your family, to see the marriage. For me, when I leave work, I'm always excited to leave work to go home. If you have a happy home, happy marriage, it should be the same thing. She was not getting it. So at the end of the day, we came down that she was not happy. She's like, no. And then she burst up in tears, like, no, I'm not happy. I'm happy to go home to pick up my kids, but I'm not actually happy going home because it's same old same. I want to break it down how you can be happy in your marriage. She mentioned that thing, like, oh, it's same old same thing, like we go home, it's same routine, you know, it's same thing, there's nothing like, you know, there's no romance, it's not romantic anymore like the way it used to be. And that I kind of feel sad, because she probably, you know, wearing out of a marriage, which means like getting tired and getting bored of that marriage. And it can lead to so many things. It can lead to like tired of the marriage, tired of doing the same thing, she wants something more. And I'm gonna be breaking it down for you today, how you can make your marriage happy one and loving one. My first tip is to be in it. You know, if you are not present in your marriage, like you just, like what I said with my friend, you just come in, do the same thing. It's like a routine. Like, you're not there physically. Anything you're doing in your marriage, let's say you come back from work, you know, you have to cook, make it exciting. Be there, you know. When I want to cook, let's say I want to cook spaghetti for my kids, or on a Monday we have to cook spaghetti. I'm just saying, you know, I have kids in my marriage, so I'm gonna use my family as an example. I make it exciting, I make it special. I'll make my husband dish more rich, more special. You know, I know my husband love like you know, beef and bones. I make it extra rich. You know, I cook his favorite food. You know, like 3 days a week I might cook my husband's favorite food, 2 days a week I might cook the kids' favorite, you know, just I'm in there, I'm present in my marriage. It's not like I'm just in there living it, you know what I mean? If you're not there, you know, he's not going to be there too. Because if it's the same routine every day, you come back, he comes back, he's on his computer, you're on your computer or your phone, there's nothing, there's no connections. Slowly it's gonna fade off. I tell my husband, because men, sometimes you just need to, like, you know, stand up for your marriage, for your love, for your house. I make the rules on my dining table. If when we are eating on the dining, no cell phones, period. I don't use my cell phone. I don't scroll up using my cell phone unless I need to take a picture really quick of my food and send it on Instagram, because that's my work. I do that. We talk, we all talk, we laugh, we help each other, what we need, what we have done all day, you know what I mean. We are present, you know. I feel like we are open more, like it makes you more open, more closer, more in love. And when me and my husband get in bed, we even talk more. My second tip is to tolerate each other. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna sip my, I know I'm sick and I've been drinking tea for the past days and I'm tired of drinking tea. So this time, like, I'm gonna be talking, I need something like ginger ale. I don't drink this all the time, trust me, but it cools my throat and it's just suit my throat better. I just want something different from tea or lemon tea for the past couple days. So pardon me if you see me drinking ginger ale. Okay, so my next tips is to tolerate each other. Okay, what I mean by tolerate each other is sometimes we offend each other, or I call my husband, he's not picking phone, or he calls me, I didn't pick up, I need to tell him something, you know. I'm giving myself as an example. Things that get me mad, you know, when I call him, he doesn't pick up. Before I used to be like very, very upset, but now I try to understand, because sometimes, excuse me, sometimes I put myself in his shoes, that when it can be anything. What about if it was me? He's calling me and he's not picking up. Will I be mad? Before I used to be very, very upset. Like, I'll be so upset I won't talk to him for, like, you know, a day, overnight. And I started thinking, that's not right. Like, not talking to him because he didn't pick my call because I need to tell him something. I started tolerating those things. Sometimes he would do something, wake up in the morning without making the bed, and I'll be so upset. And I'll see people like on social media, you know, social media's rebuild our life in a way that we ourselves, we don't like, you know. We are not tolerating, we want everything the way social media shows it, we want it in our real life, which is not right. Social media's lies most of the time. They pretend, they fake it, you know. I always like come to your senses and be like, put yourself in that shoes. Okay, my husband woke up in the morning, he didn't make the bed, he was the last person in bed. Why didn't you make the bed? Like, why didn't you make me tea this morning? Or why didn't you, you know, I don't know what it is. Or I've seen some men who makes teas for their wives every morning. I've seen men who shop for their wives. I've seen men who brings groceries home every day. I've seen men who bring flowers home every day for their wives. You never do that. If it's not your man's things to do, don't force him to do it. Don't force him, tolerate him. He will be good in something else that another person that you sees doesn't have. Okay, some men just have this natural. My husband is not, I'm giving you an example, is not a man that he never bought me flowers before until he came here. You know what I mean? Like back then, it would buy me like all those fake roses and stuff, and I would still take it. But here, you know, it sees that I like them. I actually tell him, and that's another thing. Tell him, babe, can you buy me flowers? Don't you think I look pretty today? Don't you think I'm like, buy me some beautiful roses? You don't have to compare your man to another person's man. Okay, even if you like what another man's do for their wife or for your friend, don't compare the two. You know, tolerate what your husband needs. You know, tolerate what he has in himself, like something that God already gave him that is natural in him. So just accept that. So if you want something like, oh, can you buy me flower or something, like, or this person buy this person flower, tell him, put it in a way that, babe, don't you think I look pretty today? Look pretty today, like you should get me a flower or something. What do you think? You know, like just talk, just do that in him, slowly he will start understanding that this is what my wife wants, this is what you know what I mean. So like, don't compare your man. Don't compare your man. You will have a happy marriage like that. You know what I mean? You will have a beautiful marriage like that. The third thing I want to talk about is let go your ego. This one is big. This one is the biggest one. I meant to do my makeup and I forgot. To be honest, when I started the video, I was gonna make my makeup. I was gonna start my makeup and talk as I go, but the talk is like really into me, so I forgot making my face up for you guys. So maybe next time I will do my makeup. Plus I'm not even feeling too well, so good thing I forgot to start doing my makeup. So anyways, the third one I'm going to talk about is letting go your ego. Oh my god, that thing is ego. That ego word can demolish word, can destroy anything, can destroy friendship, marriage, a family, anything. Because if you have ego, say you are at fault and you refuse to notice it, you refuse to say sorry, you know, that ego is the one living in you. Oh, who is gonna say sorry first? I'm not gonna say sorry. Oh, if he doesn't say sorry, I'm not saying sorry. That's ego. You need to let that go, sis. Okay, there's so many ways to say sorry to your man. Okay, like I said, I'm going to use myself as an example. There's so many ways to say sorry. If you do something wrong and you don't want to admit it and you refuse to say sorry, you don't have to say sorry. I hate saying sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. I can count how many times I've ever said sorry to my man. But there's some ways that you can say sorry that it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, it will be good if you can say I'm sorry, you know. But there's some ways that you can say I'm sorry. So like me, when I do something and I know I'm at fault, you know, I talk to him first. I crossed or patched that part out. I might be like, babe, should we go out for lunch? You know, say something sweet to cover it up, and you might even bring it up. So now you want me to go out with you, right? So that's another way of like, you know, I'm sorry. Some people will not do that. I've seen marriage relationship that if the man doesn't say sorry, the woman will not say sorry, or whoever says sorry first. So I've seen this destroy so many homes. We have to be careful on how we handle or take our ego. Our ego can destroy our marriage. You have to let your ego go. If you want a happy, healthy, long marriage, you have to let your ego go, my sister. Egos can destroy, even with your own children. Sometimes I'll do something to my little kids and I'm at fault because parents are not always right, you know, and I realize, oh, I did something. I have started learning how to like give my kids a hug and look into their eyes and be like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I didn't mean to do that. You know what I mean? So like, make it sound more sweet. Make it sound like, I don't know, like you're admitting that you do it. But in your marriage, when you refuse to say you're sorry and you actually do something wrong and you refuse to say sorry just because you want to act like a baby to your man, just because you think you should always say sorry, you are going to destroy your home. You're not going to have a happy home because he's going to see you as somebody who is arrogant, who has ego, you know. So ego is something that we need to let go in our homes. If it's also a very gentleman, it will say I'm sorry too. Like my husband will say I'm sorry too. Oh, I love you. And done. Is be submissive. I know a lot of women will come after me and be like, Abby, hell no, in 2020, no way. Okay, sis, I'm gonna tell you, if you're not submissive to your man, hey, it's not gonna work. If you're bossy and controlling, even if you're happy, you think you're happy and you're getting away with it now, you're not gonna last there. See, you have to be submissive in your marriage. Calm down for him. He's the man. Whether you like it or not. If both of you start fighting now, He'll probably wound you, probably kill you. You know what I mean? He's the man. Calm down a little bit, put it down, be submissive. When he's talking, screaming, be submissive, okay? But one thing that you would tell him will correct his brain. You know what I mean? You don't have to be arguing with him, you know, speaking back and forth to him like, oh yeah, bring it on, yeah, let's see what's... No. Sis, be respectful. Sis, this is your marriage. At least it's your marriage, right? It's your marriage. This is the marriage that you build, you want to build. This is the marriage that you want to pray for your children to have, right? So please, my sister, when he's talking or argument comes or something comes, be respectful, be submissive, just let him talk, okay? So, and then when the time comes down, when everything comes down, you can go talk to him like, you were screaming at me, I do not like it, okay? And I'm not talking about abusive relationship that when it's punching you, I don't tolerate that. I'm not going into abusive relationship right now, abusive marriage. I'm going to be talking about that in another video. But be respectful if you want a happy, healthy marriage. Be respectful, be submissive, don't yell when it's yelling, you know, especially in front of your kids. Like, no, you want... And I always say your kids are doing very well in school because they have a very healthy home. If your kids are not doing well in school, or they are not happy, or they are very aggressive, you know, notice that when kids are very aggressive or very, you know, that's because they see it at home. It's coming from home. But when they have a happy home, when they see mommy and daddy in love, you know, cuddling, mommy cooking, daddy eating, daddy, you know, setting the dining, setting up the dining table, doing all those things together, they are very happy in school. They do well. They don't have problems to think. But when they start seeing them arguing, you know, cursing each other, your children, how would they be doing very well in school? They are not happy. They don't even want to be. They are ashamed. They are scared. They're like, oh no, I can't do that. I cannot come down in my marriage. I'm not talking, like I said, I'm not going into abusive relationship right now. If you're in an abusive relationship, if your partner is abusing you, I'll be talking about that in another video, and how to get out from that. I'll be talking about that in another video. So yeah, things that I'm gonna be talking about now is, don't hold on to the past. Let go the past. I don't know what your past looks like. I don't know what you've been through with your man. I don't know what you've been through in your relationship, your marriage. But it is time to let go. Because if any little things you're referring to the past, or remember when you do that, that can leave a big hole in your marriage. And that hole, there's no way it will be covered just because you're not planning to cover it. Let the past be the past. Let bygone be bygone. It is gone. If you already talked about it, he already says sorry, or she already says sorry, I'm truly sorry, I'm not gonna do that, give me another chance. Give me another chance. I want to make a correction. I want to show you that I am a better person. Give him the chance. Because if you're not giving him the chance, you're always complaining about the past and holding on to that, it's not gonna work. You're not happy in that marriage, and why are you there? Why are you there when you're not gonna let the past go? When you're gonna bringing it back? No matter how painful, no matter what he did to you, what he has done in the past, how bad it is, how crazy, how, even if you caught him cheating with your sister, cheating with your best friend, sis, the more you have accepted that in the first place, that okay, I accept your apology, that moment that you say you accept, you have to let the past go. Let the past rest. Bury the past. Let bygone be bygone. Give him another chance. Let's see what he's gonna do, you know, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been in a relationship that I had to let the past go and move forward. Okay, when I listen to people and be like, Your story is nothing compared to mine, and I'm still here shiny like a gold. Sis, we all have one or two things that we all went through, okay? If you hear another person's story, you'll be surprised and be like, what in the world? You know what I mean? So for you, if you know that marriage, you're still there and you have accepted his apology, please let's see what he's gonna do. Allow him, let him love you, show you love, okay? Stop holding on to the past. Stop hanging on to the past. It's not going to help you. It's going to make you like a mad woman. You're going to cry. You're going to look angry all the time. You're going to look like a mad woman. You're not going to be happy. You're going to your love is going to be based on social media, just scrolling on Instagram. And another thing is, see this Instagram, Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much. Instagram, Facebook. Minimize the time that you spend on it. And I'm not kidding you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I'm not always there all the time. The last time I posted a picture, maybe like a week or a week and a half, compared to some people that post, like, I've seen people post 4 or 5 pictures every day. Or it's not only that, like, just going on social media, scrolling, looking at people's life. I don't go on search on Instagram. Once you click that search on Instagram, oh my god, you see so many things, from this to that to this, so many things. So sis, don't base your life, don't base your marriage on Instagram, on social media life thing. No, be real to yourself. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, this is you, this is my marriage. Be happy, find happiness in it, be in it, love it, cherish that marriage, no matter what, no matter how your man is, whatever job you do for living, whatever he is doing for living, just accept it. Whatever money that he brings home, see, what does my people say? Okay, like big bear, also do I'll try to interpret that. So, like, accept the marriage, love the marriage. Stop comparing yourself to social media. It's all, like, I would say majorities are fake. This is everything I have for you today. I came here to do my makeup and talk to you guys, and as soon as I started making this video, as soon as I started recording, I forgot doing my makeup. But it's okay, it's all good. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love and support. If you enjoyed this one, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate it. And until next time, I love you guys. Mwah. Bye guys. صلاة تطهر بها من جميل خطوز